Afternoon. Read with me the Torah portion for the week. Noach. We'll be reading Genesis 6, 9 through 11:32 verses. From the prophet section, Isaiah 54, all 54 through 55:5, and Luke 17:20 through 27. Genesis 6, 9. This is the genealogy of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with Elohim, and Noah brought forth 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And the earth was corrupt before Elohim, and the earth was filled with violence. And Elohim looked upon the earth, and saw it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the earth. And Elohim said to Noah, the end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And, see, I am going to destroy them from the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and outside with a covering. And this is how you are to make it. The length of the ark is 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Make a window for the ark, and complete it to a cubit from above, and set the door of the ark on its side. Make it with the lower and second and third decks. And see, I myself am bringing flood waters on the earth to destroy all flesh, in which is the breath of life from under the heavens. All that is on the earth is to die. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you and your sons and your wives, and your sons' wives with you. And of all the living flesh, 2 of each you are to bring into the ark, to keep them alive with you, a male and a female, of the birds after their kind, and of the cattle after their kind, and all the creeping creatures on the ground after their kind. 2 of each are to come to you to keep them alive. As for you, take of all food that is eaten, and gathered it to yourself, and it shall be food for you and for them. And Noah did according to all that Elohim commanded, so he did it. And Yahweh said to Noah, come into the ark, you and your household, because I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. Of all the clean beasts, take with you 7 pairs, a male and a female, and of the beasts that are unclean, 2, a male and female. And of birds of the heavens, 7 pairs, male and female, to keep offspring alive on the face of the earth. For after 7 more days I am sending rain on the earth, 40 days and 40 nights, and shall wipe from the face of the earth all that stand that I created. And Noah did according to all Yahweh commanded. Now Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters were on the earth. And Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives went into the ark because of the waters. Of the clean beasts and of the beasts that were unclean, and birds and of all the creep on the earth, 2 by 2 they went into the ark to Noah, male and female. as Elohim had commanded Noah. And it came to be after 7 days that the waters of the flood were on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second new moon, the 17th day of the new moon, on that day all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of the heavens were opened. And the rain was on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On that same day Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth and the sons of Noah and Noah's wife and the 3 wives of his sons with them went into the ark. They and every form after its kind, and every beast after its kind, and every creeping creature that creeps on the earth after its kind, and every bird after its kind, every bird of every wing. And they went into the ark to Noah, 2 by 2 of all flesh, in which is the breath of life. And those going in, male and female of all flesh, went in as Elohim had commanded. And Yahweh shut them in. The flood was on the earth 40 days, and the waters increased and lifted up the ark, and it rose high above the earth, and the waters were mighty and greatly increased on the earth, and the ark moved about on the surface of the waters, and the waters were exceedingly mighty on the earth, and all the high mountains under the heavens were covered, and the waters became mighty, 15 cubits upward, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh died, the creeping creatures on the earth, birds and cattle and beasts, and every swarming creature that swarmed on the earth, and all mankind. All in those nostrils were the breath of the Spirit of life. All that was on the dry land died. So he wiped off all that stand, which were on the face of the ground, both man and beast, creeping creature and bird of the heavens, and they were wiped off from the earth. And only Noah was left, and those with him in the ark. And the waters were mighty on the earth 150 days. And Elohim remembered Noah and all the beasts and all the cattle that were with him in the ark. And Elohim made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. And the foundations of the deep and the windows of the heavens were stopped, and the rain from the heavens was withheld, and the waters receded steadily from the earth. And at the end of the 150 days the waters diminished. And in the 7th new moon, the 17th day of the new moon, the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat, and the waters decreased steadily until the 10th new moon. So about 3 months. In the 10th new moon, on the first day of the new moon, the tops of the mountains became visible. And it came to be at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent out a raven which kept going out and coming back until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove from him to see if the waters had receded from the face of the ground. But the dove found no resting place for its feet and returned into the ark to him, for the waters were on the face of all the earth. So he put out his hand and took it, and pulled it into the ark to himself. And he waited another 7 days. And again he sent the dove out from the ark, and the dove came to him in the evening. And see, a freshly plucked olive leaf was in its mouth. And Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. And he waited yet another 7 days, and sent out the dove, which did not return to him again. And it came to be in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the new moon, that the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the earth, and looked and saw the surface of the ground was dry. And it was the second new moon. On the 27th day of the new moon, the earth was dry. And Elohim spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every life form of all flesh that is with you, of birds, of cattle, and of creeping creatures, the creeping creatures of the earth, and let them teem on the earth, and bear and increase on the earth. So Noah went out, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping creature, and every bird, whatever creeps on the earth according to their kind, went out of the ark. And Noah built a slaughter place to Yahweh, and took of every clean beast and of every clean bird, and offer a sending offering on the slaughter place. And Yahweh smelled a smoothing fragrance. And Yahweh said in his heart, Never again shall I curse the ground because of man, although the inclination of man's heart is evil from his youth, and never again strike all living creatures as I've done. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. And Elohim blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, Be fruitful and increase and fill the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you is on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the heavens, on all that creeps on the ground, and on all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they have been given. Every creeping creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all as I had gave the green plants. Do not eat flesh with its life, its blood, but only your blood for your lives. I require from your hand, from the hand of every beast, I require it, and from the hand of man, from the hand of every man's brother, I require the life of man. Whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood is shed. For in the image of Elohim he has made man. As for you, be fruitful and increase. Bring forth teemingly in the earth and increase it. And Elohim spoke to Noah and to his sons, with him, saying, And I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living being that is with you, of the birds, of the cattle, and every beast of the earth with you, and of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the earth. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and never again is all flesh cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again is there a flood to destroy the earth. And Elohim said, "This is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living beast that is with you, for all generations to come. I shall set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. And it shall be when I bring a cloud over the earth that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud, and I shall remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living being on the earth of all flesh, and never again let the waters become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I shall see it, to remember the everlasting covenant between Elohim and every living being of all flesh that is on the earth. And Elohim said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. And the sons of Noah who went out of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were sons of Noah. All the earth were overspread from them. And Noah, a man of the soil, began and planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine and was drunk and became uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brothers outside. So Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both of their shoulders, and went backwards and covered the nakedness of their father. But their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. Noah awoke from wine, and he knew what his younger son had done to him. And he said, Cursed is Canaan. Let him become a servant of servants to his brothers. And he said, Blessed be Yahweh, the Elohim of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. Let Elohim enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. And this is the genealogy of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The sons were born to them after the flood, and the sons that were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Mogog, and Madi, and Yaelon, and Tubal, and Meshelech, and Teras. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, and Rehab, and Tomah. And the sons of Yaelon were Elisha, and Tarnish, Kidman, and Dalaman. And from these the coastland people of the nations were separated into the lands, everyone according to his language, according to their clans, into their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Sheba, and Havilah, and Sabbath, and Raman, and Sebek. And the sons of Raman, Sheba, and Dinan. And Cush brought forth Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before Yahweh. And the beginning of his reign was Babel, and Erech, and Akkadah, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. From the land he went to Ashur, and built Niwad, and Rehoboth, and Caleb, and Rashid, between Nahin and Caleb, a great city. And Mishram brought forth Ludum, and Adam, and Lebanon, and Naphthalim, and Pathuzim, and Casluhim, from whom came the Philistines and Caphazorim. And Canaan brought forth Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Uzabite, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, and the Hitterite, and the Agorite, and the Sinite, and the Arorite, and the Semite, and the Hemorite. And afterwards the clans of the Canaanites were spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, and you go down to Gehar, and from as far as Azar, as you go towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and Adam and Sabon as far as Lahash. These were the sons of Ham, according to their clans, according to their languages, in the land of their nations. And also to Shem, the father of all the children, were Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder children were born. The sons of Shem were Elham and Asher, and Askareth, and Lud, and Aram. And the sons of Aram, Utus, and Hol, and Gether, and Mash. And Achereth brought forth Salah, and Shaliah brought forth Eber. And to Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Yotan. And Yotan brought forth Alamad, and Shephled, and Hethawala, and Uran, and Hadom, and Yozah, and Diklah, and Opal, and Abnil, and Sheba, and Opher, and Halawah, and Johab. All these were the sons of Yotan. And their dwelling place was from Manish, as you go down towards Shafar, a mountain of the east. And these were the sons according to their clans, according to their language, in their lands, according to their nations. These were the clans of the sons of Noah, according to their generations and their nations. And from these the nations were divided on the earth after the flood. All the earth had one language, one speech. And it came to be as they set out from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar, which was an earlier name for Babel, and they dwelt there. And they said to each other, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." And they laid brick for stone, and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower, whose top is in the heavens, and make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered from all over the face of the earth. And Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. And Yahweh said, Look, they are one people, and they have one language, and this is what they begin to do, and now they are not going to be withheld from doing whatever they plan to do. Come, let us go there and confuse their language, so that they do not understand one's another's speech. And Yahweh scattered them from there all over the face of the earth, and they left off the building the city. That is why the name was called Babel. Babel was the derivative of a verb which means to confuse. Because there Yahweh confused the language of all the earth, and from there Yahweh scattered them all over the face of the earth. This is the genealogy of Shem. It's 100 years old and brought forth Abraham 2 years after the flood. And after he brought forth Aphrashad, Shem lived 500 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Aphrashad had lived 35 years and brought forth Shelah. And after he brought forth Shelah, Aphrashad lived 403 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Salah lived 35 years and brought forth Eber. And after he brought forth Eber, Salah lived 403 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Eber lived 34 years and brought forth Peleg. And after he brought forth Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years and brought forth Reu, and after he brought forth Reu, Peleg lived 209 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Reu lived 32 years and brought forth Sereg. And after he brought forth Sereg, Reu lived 277 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Sereg lived 30 years and brought forth Nahor. And after he brought forth Nahor, Sereg lived 200 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years and brought forth Terah. And after he brought forth Terah, Nahor lived 119 years and brought forth sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years and brought forth Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And this is the genealogy of Terah. Terah brought forth Abram, Nahor, and Haran, and Haran brought forth Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his birth, in Ur-Kashim. And Abram and Noah took wives. And the name of Abram's wife was Sarai. And the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Yishka. And Sarai was barren. She had no children. And Terah took his son Abram and his grandson Lot, son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, and his son Abraham's wife. And they went out with them from Ur-Kasdim to go to the land of Canaan. And they came to Haran and dwelt and dwelt there. And the days of Terah came to be 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. It's the end of Genesis. We're going to be starting in Isaiah 54. Isaiah 54, we'll read all of into Isaiah 55:5. Okay. Sing, O barren one, you who did not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, you who have not been in labor. For the children of the deserted one more than the children of the married one, O Yahweh, said Yahweh. Enlarge the place of your tent, and let them stretch out the curtains of your dwelling square not. Lengthen your cords and strengthen your stakes. For you shall break forth to the right and to the left, and your seed inherit the nations, and make the deserted cities inhabited. Do not fear, for you shall not be put to shame, nor hurt. You shall not be humiliated. For the shame of your youth you shall forget, and not remember the reproach of your widowhood anymore. And your Maker is your husband, Yahweh of hosts is his name, and the set apart one of Israel is your Redeemer. He is called Elohim of all the earth. For Yahweh has called you like a woman, forsaken and grieved in spirit, like a wife of youth, which you were refused, declares your Elohim. For a little while I have forsaken you, but with great compassion I shall gather you. In an overflow of wrath I hid my face from you from a moment, but with everlasting loving commandment I shall have compassion on you, said Yahweh, your Redeemer. For this is the waters of Noah to me, in that I have sworn that the waters of Noah, which would never again cover the earth, so I have sworn not to be wroth with you, nor to rebuke you. And though the mountains be removed, and the hills be shaken, my loving commandment is not removed from you, nor is my covenant of peace shaken, said Yahweh, who has compassion on you. You, you afflict me, tossed with storm, and not comforted. See, I am setting your stones in antimony, and I shall lay your foundations with sapphire, and I shall make your battlements of rubies, and your gates of crystal, and all of your walls of precious stones, and all your children's taught by Yahweh, and the peace of your children great. In righteousness you shall be established, far from oppression, and you shall not fear, for far from ruin, for it does not come near you. See, they shall indeed assemble, but not because of me. Whoever shall assemble against you falls for your sake. See, I myself have created the blacksmith, who blows the coals in the fire, who brings forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall prove wrong. This is the inheritance of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness from me, declares Yahweh. 55. Oh, everyone who thirsts comes to the waters, and you who have no silver, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk, without silver and without price. Why do you weigh out silver for what is not bread, and your labor for what does not satisfy? Listen to me and eat what is good, and let your being delight itself in fatness. Incline your ear and come to me. And come to me. Hear so that your being lives, and let me make an everlasting covenant with you, the trustworthy, loving commitment of David. See, I have given him as a witness to the people, a leader and a commander of the people. See, a nation you do not know, you shall call, and a nation who does not know, you run to you, because Yahweh your Elohim and the set apart one of Israel, he has adored you. That includes the prophets section of the Torah portion. Now we're going to read off into Luke 17:20. Luke 17:20. And having been asked by the Pharisee when the reign of Elohim would come, he answered them and said, the reign of Elohim does not come with intent watching, nor shall they say, look here or look there, for look, the reign of Elohim is in your midst. And he said to the taught ones, they shall come when you shall long to see one of the days of the son of Adam, but you shall not see it. And they shall say to you, look here, or look there. Do not go after them, nor follow. For as the lightning that flashes out of one part under heaven shines to the other part of heaven, so also the Son of Adam shall be in his day. But first, he has to suffer much and be rejected by this generation. And it came to be in the days of Noah. And as it came to be in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the sons of Adam. They were eating, they were drinking, they were marrying, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah went into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. Shalom. Make it a great day. Read your Bible. Talk to the Father. It was my honor to read this to you. Make it a great day. Have a good day.